Life is full of moments where we place our trust, loyalty, and love in people, hoping they will see our worth, value our kindness, and appreciate our presence. Yet there are times when people fail to recognize what's right in front of them. They may take your loyalty for granted, underestimate your resilience, or overlook the depth of your heart. And when they walk away or treat you as if you're dispensable, it's easy to feel the pang of betrayal, the sting of rejection. But let me tell you something, they will regret losing you. See, there's a power within every person, a unique spark that lights up the lives around them. When you are generous, when you are kind, when you are sincere, you become a source of strength, a beacon of comfort, and an inspiration to others. But not everyone can see this. Some people don't have the wisdom to see beyond the surface, to appreciate the qualities that make you valuable. They may ignore you, neglect you, or even abandon you, thinking they're not losing anything by letting you go. But here's the truth: the day will come when they look back and realize what they've lost. They'll feel the void you once filled. They'll remember the little things, the times you listened when no one else did, the times you stood by them in their darkest moments, the times you offered support without expecting anything in return. They'll realize that your presence wasn't ordinary, it was extraordinary. The thing about genuine kindness and loyalty is that they're rare. In a world where people often look out for their own interests, finding someone who cares deeply, who gives selflessly, and who stands firm in their convictions is like finding a treasure. But sometimes people don't recognize this treasure when they have it. They make the mistake of thinking they can replace it, that they'll find someone else who can fill the same role. But they won't. They won't find someone else like you. Because there's only one you. The qualities that make you who you are unique. The way you think, the way you care, the way you persevere, these are things that can't be duplicated. And when someone takes you for granted, when they fail to see the value you bring, it's their loss, not yours. It's easy to feel like you've lost something when someone walks away, but in truth, it's they who have lost something they might never find again. Now, here's the critical part: when the day comes that they realize their mistake, when they feel the emptiness that your absence leaves behind, they may try to come back. They may reach out, trying to find a way back into your life. They'll say they're sorry, that they didn't see your worth, that they didn't realize what they had until it was gone. They may show up with apologies, with promises, with words they think will make everything better. But you have to remember, actions speak louder than words. The same people who once walked away from you, who dismissed your kindness, who thought they could find something better, will come back because they feel the regret of their own choices. But you must stand strong. Don't let yourself be swayed by their words, by their promises. Don't take them back. You see, when someone truly values you, they don't let you go. They don't put you in a position where you feel expendable, where you feel like you're just another option. Real value is recognized, appreciated, and nurtured. And those who fail to see your worth the first time around may not truly deserve a second chance. They've shown you who they are, they've shown you what they're capable of, and it's up to you to believe them. This isn't about holding a grudge, and it's not about revenge. It's about respecting yourself enough to know that you deserve better than being someone's afterthought. You deserve to be with people who see your worth from the start, who don't need to lose you to understand your value. You deserve people who lift you up, who encourage you, who appreciate you for who you are. By not taking them back, you're sending a powerful message, not just to them, but to yourself. You're saying that you won't settle for less than you deserve. You're telling yourself that you value yourself, that you respect yourself, that you're worthy of real love, real friendship, and real respect. You're declaring that your kindness is not a weakness, that your loyalty is not something to be exploited, and that your love is not something to be taken lightly. And when you do this, when you stand firm in your self-worth, you open yourself up to the people who will truly appreciate you. You make room for the friends, the partners, the colleagues who won't take you for granted. You create space for people who will add to your life, not drain it, who will celebrate your strengths, not ignore them. It's not easy. There will be times when the memories come back, when you think about the good moments you shared, when you wonder if things could have been different. But remember this: the past is gone, and it was shaped by choices that were made not only by you but by them. And those choices led you here, to this moment, where you have the power to decide what you'll accept and what you won't. Trust in yourself. Trust that you deserve people who see you for who you are, people who don't need to learn your worth by losing you. Let those who couldn't see your value go, and let them carry the weight of their choices. Because in the end, you're better off without anyone who doesn't recognize the treasure that you are. Hold your head high. Keep being kind, keep being kind, keep being loyal, keep being the remarkable person you are. The right people will see it, they'll cherish it, and they'll never let you go. Let those who fail to appreciate you live with their regret while you walk forward into a future filled with those who truly deserve you. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that you didn't lose out. You didn't miss an opportunity. By letting them go, they lost the privilege of having someone truly special by their side. People who can't see your value when you're giving them your best aren't the ones meant to stay in your life. They're lessons, reminders that you need to reserve your energy, time, and heart for people who see your worth from the very beginning. Now, as you move forward, don't be afraid to raise your standards. Don't lower your expectations or shrink yourself to fit the image of what others might want. The right people will rise to meet you where you are. They won't ask you to compromise your values or sacrifice your happiness. These are the people who will respect you, honor you, and treat you with the same kindness and loyalty that you give so freely. And you'll know without a doubt that you've made the right choice. Life will bring you the right relationships, the right friendships, the right partnerships when you're ready and when you believe that you deserve them. And to be ready, you have to stand firm in your boundaries. You have to make a promise to yourself that you won't let anyone back into your life who didn't respect your value the first time. You have to make a vow to yourself that you won't allow anyone to treat you as an option, a convenience, or a backup plan. The world is full of people who may not understand you, who may not appreciate the depth of your character, but it is also full of people who will celebrate your uniqueness, who will recognize the effort and heart you bring into everything you do. There are people out there who will see your kindness as a gift, not as something to take advantage of. And when you meet those people, you'll realize why it was so important to let go of those who didn't value you. Think about it. If you hold on to those who don't truly appreciate you, you're only blocking the path for those who do. By saying goodbye to what no longer serves you, you're creating room for something better, something that aligns with your worth, your dreams, and your values. Every time you choose to walk away from a relationship that doesn't honor your value, you're making a powerful statement about your own self-worth. You're telling the world that you refuse to settle, that you believe in yourself enough to wait for what you truly deserve. Sometimes people don't realize the beauty of what they have until it's no longer there. But by the time they come to this realization, you will have moved on. You'll be in a place where you're surrounded by people who understand your value, who don't need to lose you to appreciate you. And when they look back, they'll see the mistake they made, they'll feel the regret. But by then, you'll be far beyond their reach, in a place where you no longer need their validation or their approval. Remember that your self-worth isn't determined by how others see you. It isn't defined by who chooses to stay or who chooses to leave. It's something you carry within you, something that doesn't waver based on other people's opinions or actions. Your worth is intrinsic. It's there regardless of whether anyone else recognizes it or not. So hold on to that knowledge. Let it be the foundation on which you build your future. When you know your worth, you stop settling for relationships that don't serve you. You stop compromising on things that matter. You stop accepting apologies without changed behavior, promises without action, and love that isn't genuine. And by doing so, you set yourself free. You open the door to a life where you're valued, appreciated, and respected for exactly who you are. The people who couldn't see your value will regret it, but that's no longer your burden to carry. They had their chance, they made their choice, and they'll have to live with it. Your focus should be on the future, on the possibilities that lie ahead, on the incredible people who are waiting to meet someone like you. These are the people who won't need a second chance to appreciate your worth. They'll see it, they'll honor it, and they'll make sure you never feel taken for granted again. So keep moving forward with your head held high. Trust in the value you bring, trust in the goodness within you, and know that there are people out there who will recognize it from the start. Let those who didn't see it regret their own decisions while you step confidently into a future filled with people who deserve you. In the end, you'll realize that letting go was the best decision you ever made, because it led you to something far better than you ever imagined. Hold on to that strength, that dignity, and that self-respect. Don't look back, don't second-guess yourself, and don't let regret or sentimentality weaken your resolve. You're walking into a life where you're valued, appreciated, and celebrated for the incredible person you are. And that, my friend, is worth more than anything you left behind. As you continue forward, remind yourself that your journey isn't about proving your worth to anyone but yourself. You're not here to convince people to stay or to make them realize what they missed. Instead, your focus should be on nurturing the qualities within you that make you proud, that make you feel whole and fulfilled. By doing this, you become a magnet for the right kind of relationships, the kind built on mutual respect, understanding, and admiration. The truth is, self-worth isn't something that's handed to you by the world, it's something you build within. And every time you choose yourself, every time you decide that you won't settle for less, you're building a foundation of strength and resilience that no one can take away from you. This foundation allows you to walk away from situations that don't serve you with grace and dignity. It gives you the power to know that you're complete on your own, and that anyone who enters your life is there to add value, not to define your worth. Now, as the days go by, there may be times when old feelings surface. You might wonder if it was really the right decision to let go, if perhaps you could have done something differently. But remember, this doubt is only natural. It's part of the human experience to look back and question the choices we've made. But instead of letting doubt weigh you down, use it as a reminder of why you chose to stand up for yourself in the first place. You chose self-respect over settling. You chose growth over comfort. You chose to believe that you're deserving of relationships where you're valued, where you're appreciated, where you're seen. And those choices are what will shape a future filled with meaning, joy, and fulfillment. Every choice you make to honor yourself is a step closer to the life you deserve. When people regret losing you, it's not because of a single moment or a single gesture. It's because of the consistent kindness, loyalty, and strength you showed them. And when that presence is gone, it leaves a void that no one else can fill. They'll realize that not everyone is as genuine, as caring, or as reliable as you were. They'll feel the absence of your warmth, your patience, your understanding. But by the time they realize it, you'll have outgrown that chapter. You'll be in a place where you're no longer waiting for people to see your value, you're living it. The best thing you can do, both for yourself and for those who took you for granted, is to keep moving forward and to keep growing. When you grow, you inspire others to grow too. When you stand strong in your self-worth, you set an example for others to do the same. And as you become more confident, more self-assured, you'll start to attract people who match your energy, who meet you at your level, who see your worth without needing a second chance. These new connections will feel different. They'll feel genuine, effortless, and balanced. You won't have to question where you stand with these people because they'll make it clear through their actions and their words. You'll feel valued, respected, and appreciated, not just occasionally, but consistently. And that's when you'll understand that walking away was never a loss, it was a step towards something greater, something that aligns with the person you've become. Life is too precious to waste time on people who don't appreciate your worth. Each moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to surround yourself with those who see and respect the real you. Let those who took you for granted live with their regret. That's their lesson to learn, their path to walk. Your path is ahead, waiting for you to embrace the future with confidence, strength, and self-respect. Stay true to yourself, stay grounded in your values, and don't allow anyone to dim the light within you. Remember that you are worthy of love that's true, of friendships that are loyal, and of partnerships that are built on respect. As you continue forward, keep your standards high, your spirit strong, and your heart open for the right people to walk in. Let the past be what it is, a chapter that helped you grow, that taught you lessons, that shaped you into a stronger, wiser person. Look forward to the life that awaits you, to the people who will honor your worth without question. Know that by choosing not to take them back, you've chosen yourself, and that's the most powerful choice you can make. Hold on to that choice, cherish it, and watch as your life transforms into something more beautiful than you ever thought possible. Because you are worth it, and you deserve every bit of the happiness that's coming your way. As you keep walking forward, take pride in the strength it took to choose yourself. Recognize that standing up for your self-worth is one of the most courageous acts a person can make. You didn't choose the easy path, you chose the path that respects who you are and who you're becoming. It's a path that honors your values and allows you to grow into the person you were always meant to be, without the limitations others try to place on you. Life rewards those who respect themselves, who refuse to let anyone treat them as less than they know they are. This respect attracts the right kind of people, the ones who see you, who don't need convincing of your worth, who can see it shining clearly. These are the people who will celebrate your wins, support you in your struggles, and bring out the best in you. They won't make you feel like you need to prove yourself, and they won't make you feel that loving them requires sacrificing your own dignity or peace of mind. Choosing yourself isn't just a decision, it's a declaration. It's telling the world, I know who I am, I know what I deserve, and I won't settle for anything less. This isn't about pride or arrogance, it's about knowing your own value. It's about recognizing that your time, energy, and love are precious, and they should be spent with people who treat them that way. And as you grow into this realization, you'll find that the relationships you build from here on will be richer, deeper, and far more fulfilling than those you left behind. You might even feel a newfound peace. This peace comes from no longer waiting for someone to see your worth. It's the calm that arrives when you're no longer dependent on someone else's recognition, approval, or affection. You're secure in who you are, and that security frees you from the need to keep looking back, from the need to wonder what if. When you feel this peace, hold on to it. Let it remind you that the strength you've gained through choosing yourself is something no one can take away. And when the people who didn't see your worth feel that regret, know that it's simply the natural outcome of their choices. It's not your responsibility to fix their feelings, to ease their regret, or to let them back in. Their regret is part of their journey, part of their lesson to learn. Your lesson was to understand your own value, to believe in your own worth, and to trust that by letting go of what doesn't serve you, you make room for what will uplift and inspire you. What lies ahead is a life filled with connections that are grounded in mutual respect, kindness, and genuine appreciation. You'll start to meet people who not only see your worth, but who encourage you to see even more within yourself. They'll celebrate your uniqueness, inspire your growth, and remind you that you're worthy of every good thing that comes your way. This journey of choosing yourself will lead you to new heights. It'll open doors to opportunities you might never have considered while waiting for others to see your value. You'll find yourself dreaming bigger, trying new things, and embracing new challenges because you're no longer weighed down by doubt, insecurity, or the fear of not being enough. You'll realize that the world is open to you, that your potential is limitless, and that you're capable of achieving far more than you once believed. Remember, every step you take away from those who didn't appreciate you is a step closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. It's a step toward realizing your own strength, resilience, and capacity for growth. You're building a life where you're surrounded by people who lift you up, who value your presence, and who see the light within you. Let them regret losing you. Let that be their lesson, while you continue forward, building a life that's rich in love, respect, and joy. Because at the end of the day, you owe it to yourself to be surrounded by those who understand your worth from the very start. You deserve a life that reflects your deepest values, your truest dreams, and your highest potential. And you deserve to walk through this life with people who won't just see your worth, they'll treasure it, protect it, and make sure you never have a reason to question it again. This is your time. Embrace it fully without looking back. You're on the path of self-respect, growth, and boundless possibility. Keep moving forward, knowing that the best is yet to come, and that you are worthy of every beautiful thing this world has to offer. As you continue on this path, let every step remind you that you're building a life aligned with your true self. Each decision to honor your worth is an investment in a future filled with deeper meaning and fulfillment. You're no longer held back by those who couldn't see your value. Instead, you're embracing the freedom to be surrounded by people who truly appreciate you. This journey isn't about proving anything to anyone, but about discovering just how much you can accomplish when you trust yourself. When you respect yourself, your confidence grows, and with it, the courage to pursue your passions, dreams, and goals. You'll find that the more you focus on what brings you joy, what lights up your spirit, the more life begins to align in ways you never thought possible. People who regret losing you will eventually realize the irreplaceable presence you brought into their lives. They'll see that your compassion, loyalty, and authenticity were not traits they could easily replace. But that's their lesson, not yours. Your lesson is in realizing that your kindness and strength deserve to be cherished, not overlooked. You've given yourself the gift of letting go, of trusting that by moving forward, you're stepping into a future full of relationships and experiences that reflect the best parts of you. Embrace this freedom to live without constantly questioning your value or wondering if you're enough. You are enough. You have always been enough. And now, by choosing yourself, you're finally allowing yourself to see that truth. Life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by choice. And by choosing not to take back those who didn't value you, you're choosing a better, more meaningful life. This path isn't always easy. There will be moments when the pull of the familiar feels strong, when memories might tempt you to reconsider. But remember, memories are echoes of the past, and they don't define your future. Every time you feel that tug, remind yourself of the strength it took to let go and of the vision you hold for a life that truly honors who you are. This vision is worth every sacrifice, every moment of patience, every ounce of strength. The right people, the ones who will see your worth and honor it, are drawn to those who respect themselves. They are out there waiting to meet someone just like you. When you choose to hold your standards high, to not settle for less than what you deserve, you become magnetic to the kind of love, friendship, and respect that you've always hoped for. These are the relationships that will add to your life, that will celebrate your wins, hold you through your lows, and remind you every day of just how valuable you are. This journey forward is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about waking up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, with the knowledge that you're creating a life that reflects your values, your dreams, and your deepest desires. You're building a future where you no longer have to question your worth because you're surrounded by people who see it clearly. You're investing in a life filled with authentic connections, meaningful achievements, and genuine happiness. Let their regret be what it is, a silent reminder that they let something incredible slip away. But don't dwell on it. Instead, focus on the life ahead, on the relationships you'll build with people who see your worth from day one. These are the people who will celebrate your uniqueness, who won't need to lose you to realize what they have. They'll be there, consistent and steadfast, honoring your worth in a way that feels easy and natural. And as you walk into this new chapter, let yourself dream big. Don't limit your vision because of what others couldn't see in you. Instead, let it expand, let it grow. You have the power to create a life that reflects everything you are, a life that's filled with love, respect, purpose, and joy. Let that be your focus. Let that be your goal, because you deserve nothing less. Know that the best is yet to come. The right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences are waiting for you to show up as the strong, self-assured, remarkable person you've always been. Keep going forward knowing that you're on the right path. Trust that each step you take away from those who didn't value you is a step closer to a life filled with people who will cherish you, uplift you, and never, ever take you for granted. This is your time, your life, your future. Live it fully, love yourself fiercely, and never doubt that you deserve every bit of the happiness and success that lies ahead. You are worth it now and always.